Morning. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. We've got AEW Dynamite tonight, and we're going to give you a quick preview of one of the matches. One that I can't believe that I didn't even think about, that had never happened, and that is Hangman Adam Page versus Darby Allin. That's right. 5 years of AEW, and they've crossed paths, in Blood and Guts here recently, and in maybe some of the Battle Royals, but the only one-on-one singles match they've had was in 2020 on the Jericho Cruise. So it wasn't officially AEW. It wasn't televised or anything like that. So 5 years. And that makes you think AEW has so much talent. Yes, I still think the roster's too big, but we've had all these different combinations and dream matches. And sometimes you'll forget about two wrestlers who haven't really crossed paths, especially since they've both been baby faces most of this run until recently, where Hangman's all deranged over Swerve Strickland. But now we're finally getting Hangman versus Darby Allin, and I just can't wait. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be exciting. Darby does so good in these matches against bigger, stronger, more powerful opponents. I mean, that's just, he knows how to bump. He throws his body around. I mean, think about Samoa Joe and, Brody King and Takeshita. Let me say that. And, recently on Collision against the Beast Mortals, that was a great match. And Darby's done this time and time again. So Hangman will definitely have the power advantage, throw him around. And I know some people are anti-Darby and say he takes too many risks. But here's the way I look at Darby Allin, and I've said this before on other podcasts. Darby Allin is an adrenaline junkie. I mean, in his spare time, he jumped a Jeep over his house. He fell from a body bag, fell from a helicopter into like a lake, inside a body bag. He's done so many dangerous things with skateboards and all these different things. So if Darby Allin wasn't wrestling, he still would be doing stuff where he has a possibility of getting injured. Okay. So if he's doing it out there in the ring, I say more power to him. But I just can't wait for this match. I think it's going to be great. They did a good setup with it. Where both of them were in the Blood and Guts, and Darby, was basically the reason that Team AEW won, threatening to set Jack Perry on fire. So how's this match going to play out? Well, Darby also won the Battle Royal on Rampage. And if you don't usually watch Rampage, watch that. That was a great one this past Friday night. And the thing about it is, Rampage was taped right after Dynamite. So Darby did Blood and Guts and then went into the Battle Royal a little bit later. So by winning that, he gets a shot at the World Championship at Grand Slam. So will that be Swerve? Or will Bryan Danielson, and with Danielson and possibly retiring from full time, will he win the title at All In, then drop it? So several different things going on there, but we know Darby has a shot. So how does that make Hangman feel? Because Hangman, lost in the Owen tournament and, didn't get his shot at Swerve. He's mad at Jeff Jarrett, and, that was the other thing in the Battle Royal. He come out and beat up Jeff Jarrett. And so is that going to be his opponent at All In, Jeff Jarrett? Which, hey, I'm fine with that. I would love to see Hangman versus Jeff Jarrett. But how's this going to play out? Because to me, Darby needs to win this. And I know you're saying, oh, well, how could he win? Well, he needs to win. In my opinion, he needs to win to continue looking strong, because he's got the TNT title match at All In. So he needs to go ahead and look strong. And Hangman, he would probably do his character arc better if he did lose, because, he can't get a hold of Swerve. He, lost Owen to Bryan Danielson. And then now if he loses to Darby, that just furthers this darker arc, of a storyline that he's going down, where he's going to be even more, deranged and off the cuff. So I can't wait for this. There's going to be, Darby's going to throw himself at Hangman, just throw his whole body into it. Hangman's going to throw him over his back with that little suplex that he does, and just all these great things. And then they're going to slug it out. I will be curious to see how the finish goes, to where if Darby does win, will it be a clean finish, or will something, distract Hangman? Will Swerve come out? Will Jeff Jarrett be involved? Or will the Elite be involved? Will, Matthew and Nicholas, their God-given names, the Young Bucks, come out? So I think this is going to be a great match. Can't wait for it again. It wasn't even on my radar, and I can't believe it that in 5 years we've never gotten this, but I'm so glad that we're getting it now. So, let me know in the comments who you think's going to win and what you, are expecting from this match. Until next time, don't make mistakes. Trust Ed Stakes.